Hi, this is Terry Insberg. My quote for today is, "The witch is in." And I got that from this throw pillow from the 99-cent store. And let me tell you, the witch is in. I feel very irritable today. And I want to tell you my list of complaints. And I understand these are first world problems that, in the big picture of human suffering, these are very minor, but these are what make up my world, and I have to deal with them. And I'm just in a bad mood. You know how sometimes that happens? So here's the list. I'm tired of being afraid of going into stores and eating out, and of trying to parse the risks. So we will eat food from a restaurant that's delivered, but not sit on the patio and eat. And I ask myself, does that make sense? Is that what's the logic behind that? It seems like because the virus is not transmitted so much through surfaces, but rather through air, either we should not get food delivered from restaurants or we should be able to eat on the patio. So this routine, this internal debate constantly of, is this worth it? Is that worth it? I want to go to the Dollar Tree. Am I willing to die for it? That one is a fallacy because it's not that simple. But just the constant tension of evaluating the risk of daily activities is getting to me. The next one is mosquitoes. I love to sit on our patio. That's where we get together with other people because we can socially distance out there. And the mosquitoes have gotten so bad that it's almost unbearable. I think part of what brought on this mood today is I couldn't sleep last night because of mosquito bites. And I have very strong hydrocortisone ointment because I have psoriasis. I used that, I took Benadryl, I did everything I could think of, and the itching was just incredible. I had been getting monthly treatments from Orkin for mosquitoes, and they weren't even touching them. So coincidentally, Orkin called me today and said, we noticed that, or I noticed, he was probably a supervisor, you canceled your account. Is there anything we can do, to get you back, basically? And I said, yeah, kill the mosquitoes. And he said that this year they are smaller, they are lighter in color, there are no seums. And they're very bad. The stuff isn't working on them, and they're trying different things. And he suggested that they bring up buckets where the mosquitoes go in, and I suppose they eat something. And it doesn't kill them, but it makes them sterile, so they can't reproduce. And he said it takes 2 weeks to see the effect, but that's what they're trying now. I said, yes, let's try that. So I asked him, will they go away in October like they usually do? And he said it's based on the weather, and if it's 80 to 85 degrees, they can reproduce. If it's below that, they can't. So I invite anyone who doesn't believe in global warming to come and sit on my patio in a bathing suit at sunset and see how you will do. Because I wore Saturday night long pants and socks, and they bit me through all that. So, oh my God, I've got to stop torturing myself by trying to calculate how much of my monthly mortgage payment goes to support my patio. Okay, that rant is over. The next thing is I now do Zoom frequently. That's my new way of connecting with other people. Zoom has changed its security settings in a way that I understand what they're doing. I just don't understand how to comply with it. So I won't even go into the details, but it's like it was working so beautifully and now it isn't, and I'm going to have to learn a whole new thing. Makes me mad. I'm irritated about people disagreeing, and I understand that these are legitimate differences in values that cannot be papered over. But the gut feeling I get over citizens disagreeing about how the country should be managed is the same feeling I used to get when my kids would bicker. it's just like it's feeling of annoyance, like just stop already, like just stop. Again, I understand it's way more complicated than that, and that our country is not made up of bickering children, but it just irritates me. I feel like just stop, please stop. The next thing on my list of complaints is that my house is a mess all the time, and I've never had more free time. I'm home, I'm here, I'm able to clean it up, and everywhere I look, there's a little pile of clutter that I just haven't gotten to yet. So I'm really frustrated with myself that with all the time I have, I can't seem to keep the house neat. I've talked to other people who say the same things, but it is just a constant irritant. Excuse me. And last but not least, I can't wash my hair, and it passed filthy about 3 days ago because I had a surgery on my ear that involved a graft, and the thing that goes over that, which is sutured on, cannot be gotten wet for a full week. Thankfully, the sutures come out tomorrow, and then I can wash my hair. But absolutely cannot get it wet. It could make the graft fail if it got wet. Everything's, dire. So I have never gone a week without washing my hair. I just don't have the kind of hair that works like that. So it's just been torture for me. I understand there are people who, are really suffering. But all these things take on a synergy. It isn't just that I have 6 things I'm unhappy about. They amplify each other. They roll into a big ball together and become a thing unto themselves. It's like the sum is greater than the parts. And it all adds up to just a general feeling of pissiness, Ugh. So thank you for listening to me rant. And if you are one of my grandchildren, tell me how to deal with days that are just so irritable you wish you could just skip ahead to the next day. I don't know. I think it's just part of being human. But if you have any suggestions, let me know, because this is one of those days. The witch is definitely in. Thank you for listening to me. Bye.